Hey guys, welcome to an episode of InRange. We're out here at the Echo Valley Training Center during Woodland and Midnight Brutality, and we've got our friends here from Lead and Steel. We've got Garrett and Ahmad.
Howdy.
If you haven't been paying attention, they make incredible, cool products, including the Pandora and Promethean optics that we've been enjoying on both our handguns and our rifles.
Appreciate it.
So thank you for that. But we've got something fun to bring to you today, because Ahmad, you've got one of the higher-end competition guns out here, one of the 2011s.
That's right.
And Fagan, you got this that you got via donating a kidney and some plasma, an alien.
Yeah, I don't need all those organs.
Yeah. Redundant, right? So hopefully I would like each of you to tell the camera about your gun. Why don't you start off, Ahmad?
Sure. So this is a NightHawk Firehawk pistol. It's a double stack 1911 or 2011-esque pistol. It's primarily the draw of this handgun is that it has this compensator that's installed to the end of the barrel, and it uses a commander length slide, so slightly lighter reciprocating mass, obviously doing some porting there to keep the muzzle low. From my anecdotal experience, I think this is probably the least recoiling 9mm 1911 out there. I could be wrong, but it's definitely up there, certainly within the realm of the staccato XC and the likes of that handgun. So I think it's a good base analysis to compare against that alien pistol.
Okay, fair. When you say the lightest recoiling, that's where we really have a contender here, right? These things are like hen's teeth and unicorns.
Yeah, very expensive, low production numbers. It is a fixed barrel using a gas-operated system rather than like a tilting barrel locking system. The recoil feels like it goes directly straight back, has very little muzzle flip, and with a fixed barrel, it is very accurate. When I zeroed it at 25 yards, the bullets are all touching.
Yep, and you've got what optic on this?
This is a Pandora.
Same thing you've got on yours, right? And then, Garrett, you and I don't have any guns at all. We're just disarmed right now.
I'm a Glock guy. I'm out of my place.
And I don't have... Where's my single action army? Anyways, but if all four of us do this, we could see how it works out for all of us, right? So we've got a steel target down at about 10 yards, and we're just going to do a bill drill. So then what's that?
Fire 6 rounds as fast as you can. Keep them all on the plate.
So 6 rounds, no miss, as fast as you can on the plate. We're going to get a camera angle from the side, and we can kind of like look at what that looks like for flip and all that. And we'll do all four of us with both guns, and then we can have analysis at the end. Okay, that was science right there. Straight up science. When you come to InRange, you get science, right? Legit, hard data. That said, what do we think? How do you feel? What's your impressions now that you shot those like back to back?
Yeah, so obviously slightly biased more towards the 2011 because I have more time on it. What I loved about the Alien is that it kind of felt like the impulse, I was feeling it in the palm of my hand, which is odd, right? Whereas the NightHawk, I felt like I had to drive it. The reciprocating mass kind of pulling it up a little bit. Obviously, splitting hairs there. They're very close. But I would have to give the edge out to the Alien, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, subjective.
Garrett?
Yeah, so both new guns for me. Firehawk had a much better trigger, but the Alien feels better in the hand. Recoil impulse was better. Easier to keep on target. I just wish it had a more positive reset to be able to ride the wall a little bit better. But yeah, it's close, but it's still Alien for me.
Okay. Fagan?
I'm going to go with the Alien, and not just because I paid for it. It's just it has, the recoil impulse just feels better. With the NightHawk, I could see the sights lift more off target, where the Alien had a much smaller ring that the dot was dancing around in.
The difference between the two is almost insignificant.
Yeah.
Our time showed that, right? What like you were like 1.4 something was your best run, I think it was?
Not for me.
Oh, it was you. You had the 1.4.
Yeah, I think we should also make a small disclaimer, though. The Alien has the traditional Alien, more Glock style grip angle, right? Whereas they also make a variant that has that 1911 style.
That's true. That's
And
true.
that could also be, competing variable there.
So in conclusion, the reality is they're probably pretty equal. I think that maybe, like you said, the 2011 is right on that cutting edge of being a competition gun. So it's like really susceptible to malfunctions. Is that what you said? Or it's right
for
on that
sure.
raw,
I
ragged
could
edge?
feel like the grit and the slow reciprocity in the trench stage, because a little bit of dirt and grime in that thing for moving it around. And
Yeah.
I just I really hope the next round gets sent through. Whereas that thing, very snappy, very lightweight, slide there, so it felt good.
Yeah, no, I agree. Confidence-wise, I feel like this is going to run longer. That's, I guess, the way I would put it.
Yeah.
Do you feel that way too?
I'm still a Glock guy.
Yeah. Oh,
After all this, I'm still
you'd
a
still
Glock
rather
guy.
just have a Glock?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, yeah, something to be said about that.
To be determined in our long-term review
Yeah.
of how this performs over time with more fouling in it.
That's true. But if you were to go now, you would still prefer the Alien overall?
I think the Alien's more compelling from a technology perspective.
It is different.
The fixed barrel design makes it easier to be accurate than any tilting barrel design.
I remember you told me the other day when you were getting the Zero, the thing was just like lining up
It
shots.
was like, cloverleaf groups at 25 yards, which I've never had any tilting barrel pistol design do that. So
That's fair. Like the 2011 is like a very advanced modernization of the 1911 to the best it could be.
Yeah.
This is a completely unique design, right? Something that kind of makes it almost like we were talking about, like when you had a red dot on AR-15, it was like a game changer. I hate that word. It was dynamically something very different.
Yeah.
And this is that.
and the lack of the optic reciprocating, I think, will show benefits over time too.
Probably. Well, it's definitely as well as that. So, and price-wise, these guns kind of are the same, right?
Yeah, I think retail on this thing is something ridiculous, like $7,000 or something.
So maybe even more than the Alien.
Yeah, so retail on this one with the optic rail and everything was about $5,000.
Yeah, okay. So interesting, really. So on that note, there's some science for you. It was fun. You don't really have an opportunity to have guns like this on this field at the same time to do a test like this. And I want to thank you, Ahmad and Garrett, for being out here and doing this video with us, as well as supporting our community and your products. So Lead and Steel, check out their stuff. Really great stuff. I'll link to them in the description below. And thank you, Fagan, for bringing out the thing that you traded a liver for or whatever. Right? Yep.
Yep. So, sold 10 lesser guns to get one good gun.
Not 10 livers?
No.
Because you're not harvesting them in the field?
Not for myself.
Yeah, fair enough. And of course, thank you for watching InRange TV, patreon.com/InRange TV. Come join us at one of these matches. Get to meet cool people and shoot cool guns. See you soon.